Hi, could I just get the exact same thing as the guy who just went through?
Sauce anything?
Did the guy in front of me get any?
Yes, sir. Ketchup.
I'll take this in. Thanks, man. So we got hash browns, we have French toast sticks, a breakfast sandwich, and of course, no coffee. Hi, can I just get the exact same thing as the guy that was just in front of me?
Sorry, what?
Yeah. So from McDonald's, we got a large orange juice. We have a hash brown and a bacon and egg McMuffin with extra bacon, folks. And of course, not a goddamn coffee!
Hey there, how can I help you?
Hi, could I please just get the exact same thing as the person that was just in front of me?
Sorry, give me 1 second.
And from Tim Hortons, we got not only one, but 2 large frozen lemonades. And guess what? Neither of these is a goddamn coffee now, is it? For today's video, my hair, don't mention it, okay? How about we do that? I've been super sick over the past week and I just haven't had any fucks to give at all. I just couldn't deal with my hair today, especially because in today's video, we are letting the person in front of us decide every single thing we buy. And I am definitely not gonna go to the barber because I don't wanna get the fuck me up fam special from Great Clips, okay? So if any of you have not yet seen my last video, what I did is I got tired of having to decide what I wanted to eat. So many times the pressure of the drive-thru or the pressure of the waiter, I always end up making a very terrible last-minute decision. So in the last video, we let the person in front of us decide everything we eat, but today we're gonna let the person in front of us decide everything. And that's gonna get us straight into the rules. Rule number 1 is I cannot buy anything today that I decide. If I go through a drive-thru, I have to get the exact same thing as the car in front of me. If I go to Best Buy, whichever person I follow inside of the store, I have to get every single thing that they get. And if I go to any of the places that you guys recommended to me on Instagram, which consists of the Gucci store and the Apple store, it was already in my plans to go to those places, but it just happened to be, and I gotta finish both of these, so I can't decide anything. And rule number 2, whatever I get, it's mine. Like if I get a shirt, I have to wear it. If I get a video game, I have to play it. And whatever food I get, I have to finish it. Today's gonna be a very interesting day considering I am sick. It is almost 10 o'clock in the morning and I still haven't had coffee, and I don't plan on going to the Starbucks drive-thru like last time because last time I just got super lucky. I don't wanna risk it right now considering I just had 2 full breakfast meals and I basically have to have 2 large Slurpees for breakfast. I don't want to go to the Starbucks drive-thru and then have the person get a freaking meal and not a coffee and have it be worth nothing and have me having diarrhea already this early. Like, I don't like that. Let's down these frozen lemonades and continue our day of letting the person in front of us decide everything. We did it. I'm gonna drive home. I'm gonna probably take a nap first, and I'll meet you guys back at the D-pad. We'll see you at the D-pad. Oh my god. You guys are probably thinking, Derek, why would you do this challenge again? Last time you were miserable almost the entire time, but checking out the last video I did, you guys freaking loved it. Like, it got tons of amazing comments, tons of views, and a bunch of likes.
And the doctor told me that if you guys get this video to 30,000 likes, another bald spot will grow on Derek's head 100%.
Okay, yeah, the video got over 30,000 likes, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna have another bald spot on my head. God. But, I mean, of course I have this one, but it's not like, you know, it's not like there's gonna be anything else on my head. What the fuck?
It's crazy how powerful the likes are, Derek, isn't it? It's just amazing. Speaking of likes, if you guys have not yet liked this video, let's see if we can get this video to 50,000 likes, and maybe there'll be another bald spot on Derek's head in the next video. Subscribe to see that. Join the D Squad, the best family on YouTube, and maybe Derek will get a couple more bald spots. I'm gonna be bald by this weekend. I hate my life.
As I told you guys before, I've been sick for the past week, and I unfortunately just ran out of Neocitrin. I have none left, and I just had my last hauls last night. So I definitely need to go to a drugstore or Shoppers Drug Mart and get some more medicine or just something. I can't choose it though. Why do I always forget what I'm? Forgot that I have to follow someone around. Yes, hello, that's great. That's awesome. Woo, love that. I guess I'm gonna have to go to Shoppers Drug Mart and hope that someone else goes in there with a cold like me, and I'll follow the. So I'm going to head to Shoppers Drug Mart, follow someone around, and get exactly what they are getting, and hopefully it's some cough medicine, guys. Leave the word cough, leave exactly what you want this person to get from Shoppers that I have to get in the comment section down below. How did I know? That's exactly what you got.
So I put on my not so hidden camera and we headed over to Shoppers Drug Mart, which is a place that sells medicine, but it also sells things like makeup, diapers, groceries, and a whole bunch of stuff. And I was kind of shocked when I first got there because there was no one shopping in the Shoppers Drug Mart. There was nobody there for me to follow around and pick what they were buying and buy it for myself. So I ended up waiting outside until I saw this couple walk in, and they were gonna be my target, which is a bad word for me to use because I sound like a predator. And I was kind of shook from the beginning because the first thing they were looking at was TVs. I didn't even know Shoppers sold TVs. Apparently they were having some sort of super sale. Luckily, eventually they walked away from the TV. So the boyfriend was picking up a lot of things, showing it to the girlfriend and then putting them back. But the girlfriend, she just decided to get her blood tested. So I was just stalking the boyfriend the entire time. I was pretending to shop as well until I realized I was pretending to shop for women's diapers. Yes, let's move on, Derek. I managed to follow the boyfriend into the medicine aisle, and I have never been so lucky in a video when I turned over and saw him pick up freaking Buckley's cough medicine. I grabbed the exact same medicine myself, checked over the store one more time to make sure they were gone and that they hadn't bought anything else, and I made my way back home so we could do the Buckley's taste test.
So, we did not get our Neocitrin or our hauls. We did somehow manage to follow the right person in, and we got ourselves some Buckley's. I really don't know what the guy was thinking when he only got the wet, cough, and mucus and phlegm Buckley's, when right next to it for the exact same price was a Buckley's that healed about 75,000 different things versus this one that only heals 2. So all I really remember from Buckley's is that their catchphrase is, "It tastes awful, but it works." So we're gonna try it right now. I was very surprised that the first person who walked in before me was there to get cough medicine because Shoppers has so many different things. But the second I started to follow them in, I heard the guy cough and I was just like, he knows how I feel! It's gonna be a good day! So we're supposed to take 2 to 3 teaspoons. All right, let's try one of these first and we'll see how that goes for us. Why is it white? Why is it that color? It kind of looks like something that we'll get to. It kind of looks like here we go. Tastes awful, but it works. That was not edited. That came out of my mouth. Oh my god. I taste so bad. Wow. Oh my god. I've never had that flavor of Buckley's before. But honestly, it's already starting to make my throat feel a little bit better. Maybe that guy knew a lot more about Buckley's than I do, because whenever I go to get like medicine or anything like that, I just pick the one that says it does the most things. All right, so as you guys can see, it is just past 12 o'clock, which means it is almost lunchtime. But before we get lunch, I wanted to go and do a little bit of shopping. So after asking you guys on Instagram and checking over the comments of my last video, the two places that you guys really wanted me to go is the Gucci store and the Apple store. And every single time I have taken a suggestion from the D Squad, I have immediately regretted it, and especially regretted it when I'm paying off my credit card bill at the end of the month and I realize, oh, why's the credit card bill $7,000? Oh yeah, I listened to the D Squad. So we're gonna go to the mall, hit the Apple store. I kind of wanted to get a new pair of shoes today, so we might go to Foot Locker as well. So let's go to the mall. Let's follow some people around with my hidden camera that's not really that hidden. And honestly, if somebody finds out that I'm doing this, I might get the cops called on me. And then I'll just be like to the cops, hey, where'd you take the last guy? Because I have to go wherever he went. And they're like, oh, he went to Max. He has a life in prison. Sweet! We got our little hidden camera here. Let's head out to the mall, go to the Apple store like you guys suggested. Ah!
So I originally thought that doing this on a Saturday would make it a lot easier, but all it did was give me hordes of people that I had to navigate through, but it did give me a lot of people to follow. So my strategy was to stand outside of a store, wait for somebody to walk in, and then follow them into the store and buy whatever they were buying. But I ran into a problem I didn't think I would run into. Like this nice lady, for example, she was browsing the shoes at Foot Locker, looking over some fly kicks, but then she kind of just ended up walking. She walked out of the store without buying anything, so it was on to the next one. Followed this perfect couple into Champs, and they were looking at the shoes just like the lady before. They were looking at actually a lot of different pairs of shoes. It was just super fun to listen to them argue over what kind of shoes they should get, what kind of matching shoes they should get, and then have to, you know, eventually them just walking out and not buying anything. Next we had this nice little boy that I'm not gonna say nice little boy, let's redo that. Next was this guy that I found at Foot Locker, and he was darting around the store as if like someone was following him or something like I was, but it didn't matter because at the end of the day, he didn't buy anything just like the other people. Next, I went into the Apple store and found these two people right here, and I thought, okay, this is it. I'm gonna have to buy a MacBook or an iPhone, but they quickly walked out of the Apple store. I followed them across the mall, and then I somehow ended up in the golf section of SNAPCHAT, only to follow this guy around for 15 minutes, have him look at golf clubs, practice his swing, look at golf gloves as well, and then not buy anything. I then followed this lady into Hot Topic, and luckily she bought a bunch of stuff, but right as I entered the Hot Topic, my phone died. So I then went home, charged up my phone, drove back to the mall, and this time I was going to make sure I was buying something. I then went back into the Apple store, and this time I was not leaving without purchasing something. So I went up to this employee and I told her, hey, whatever is the last thing you sold, I want to buy that. So she set me off to the side because she wasn't actually selling anything, and she sent over an employee to me that actually was selling stuff so that I could buy whatever the last thing that he sold was.
And also the fact that it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I have not eaten lunch yet, and I have not had any coffee. So you guys saw me go into many different stores, and fail after fail of people not buying anything. I decided to just walk up to an employee and be like, hey, what is the last item you sold? I want it. And I did that at the Apple store. And yeah, the bag is freaking big. Guess why? Because I spent a big amount of money. So the guy came over and I said, hey, I need to get whatever the last thing you sold is. And I can't really show the footage because they were blasting copyrighted music. They were blasting 22 by Taylor Swift. And I can't even sing the song for you guys because I'll get a freaking copyright claim because my voice is that beautiful. Yeah. And luckily, he brought me over to the phone case section, and I was just so happy that all I was gonna get was like a $40 phone case. And luckily, the last one he sold was for my phone, but unluckily, it was the iPhone XS battery case, which costs $179 plus tax for a phone case. Who the fuck decided that, Apple, you pieces of shit? Why the fuck? You guys look right there, $179 for a phone case that apparently what? Charges your phone? My phone never, I like how I'm complaining about a battery phone case when I literally just ran out of battery while trying to film a video. So this is what the case looks like right here. You put your phone in like that. It's honestly not that heavy and it'll charge your phone throughout the day. And yes, the last one he sold was a pink one. So now, this is my new phone case. You guys also saw me follow someone into Hot Topic and I was just gonna leave this part out of the video, but she bought a bunch of stuff. I bought that stuff too, but I don't have the footage. So let's reach into our bag of Hot Topic goodies, courtesy of the person in front of us. So the first thing we have in here is another bag. First off, we have these just, oh, look at those, just amazing, spectacular glasses, guys. Wow, now everything's green. Literally everything is green. And we also have these ones right here because they were having a buy one, get one for $1 sale. I don't know which one to frickin' wear. I'm gonna wear the one with the hearts. This is pretty frickin' fabulous. Also in the tiny bag, she bought these glorious, just black heart earrings. And lastly, she also bought this hat from a show you guys might know about. This is apparently from Bob's Burgers. I have never seen it before, but yeah. And no, I am not going to be wearing that stuff like I said. Yeah, I have to wear it. I promised I would wear it, so I'm gonna wear them. I mean, hey, at least this covers up all my bald spots. And I also followed this lady throughout the mall, and she wound up at the popcorn stand and got a bucket of ketchup popcorn. So I have to finish this entire Paw Patrol bucket of popcorn while wearing, I look like a child predator. I'm not gonna lie, but that popcorn is not gonna be enough for lunch, so I am going to order some pizza right now. Here we go, let's see how this is gonna go. Hi, can I make an order for delivery, please? Could I please get just the exact same thing as whatever the last person to order pizza got?
Last time order?
So whatever the last order you guys had, could I get that exact same order? And how long do you think that's gonna take?
Take 45 minutes to order. We're busy right now. Okay?
Okay, and also, sorry, do you guys sell coffee?
No.
No, okay. That phone conversation went on for a bit way too long. I don't even know if I'm gonna get a pizza. But he said he understood and that they would be here in 45 minutes, so until then, I'm going to finish my popcorn and wait for the pizza. That was uncomfortable. Okay, so we have two things here. Whatever's in this, and this is probably the heaviest pizza I've ever seen. I'm not gonna look at the receipt, let's find out together. So the price totaled out to $29.50. Let's take a look at what we got here. So first, on the top, there is this little box. This might be like chicken wings or something. Oh, that is the cutest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. Look at this little piece of pizza. Look at the little piece of pizza. Ignore that, please. Look how freaking cute that is. That's a pizza? So I think this is like one of their personal pizzas. We have that, and then we also have this one here, which was super heavy. Oh my God. Actually, pretty freaking good. Oh, they got some. They have sausage. There's 1, 2, 3. So we have right here, we have cheddar jalapeno. Okay, not my favorite sauce. We have over here cheddar jalapeno. Okay, 2 cheddar jalapenos and a cheddar jalapeno. Really? Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna eat this. This is definitely gonna cause me to sweat, so I'm gonna take this stuff off for now. I honestly do not think I'm gonna be able to eat all this pizza, but we're gonna try, because that is what the D Squad does. We try and we succeed. And for those of you that know I'm usually a vegetarian, I'm eating meat today for this video because I don't have a choice. No one else can film with me today. I need to get you guys content. And if this is what the person before me ordered, I'm gonna eat it. Get a close up for you guys for the first bite. Gonna dip that in the cheese sauce. And now let's finish all of this pizza. a pizza that I considered adorable. It's just so cute. I can't. That is what the D Squad does. We try and we succeed. In order to complete this challenge, I have to finish all the food I bought. We're gonna leave it there and come back to it later. Maybe after dinner as like a dessert snack or something. I don't know. It's gonna get finished, but for now, we're taking a break because I don't want to get diabetes more than I already have, because I probably already do after that breakfast. All right, so as you guys can see, I still have this ridiculous stuff on, and that guy's probably gonna stare at me as he walks by my car. Yep, hi buddy. Hey, you wanna come take a picture of me or something? Cause oh, my life is so weird. There are two things we have left to do. One is eat dinner, which I'm gonna do right after this. And two is there is something I completely forgot about, and that is that tomorrow I am going to my nephew's birthday party. And the thing is, I have not yet gotten him a present. And it is now actually just past 7 o'clock, so all the cool toy stores and everything are all closed. So I came here to, London Drugs so I could find him a present. And the birthday party is first thing tomorrow morning, so I'm not gonna have time tomorrow to get a gift, so I guess Justin's gonna get whatever the person in front of me is getting from London Drugs as his present. And I have to get him a card too, so whoever else is getting a card, Justin, you're gonna get that card. So hope you like Uncle Derek's present, because Uncle Derek really loves you, even though it's gonna seem like he really doesn't. Let's just say Justin's about to have the worst birthday of his entire life. I'm sorry, kid. I'm not wearing this stuff anymore, okay? The number of looks and questions I got was not fun. Even when the cashier saw my outfit when I was paying for my stuff, she asked me, "Did you lose a bet?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Oh, so why are you wearing that?" And I said, I don't know. So I ended up having to follow two people around because the first group of people that I walked in with didn't buy a card, and I had to buy a card. So the first thing we got for Justin for his birthday is this right here. This is a dog ball thrower. Justin doesn't have a dog, if you guys are wondering. So his parents are gonna think that I got this for him for them to use on him, which they honestly might like because they're not the best parents. Wait, I don't know, that was a joke. That was a joke, okay? I don't want to ruin my family with making a YouTube video. Even though it's kind of true. No, what? Now the second thing is much, much better. I mean, what 6-year-old doesn't want Tupperware? God damn it, man! So we have 3 Tupperware containers right here that I'm gonna wrap up and give tomorrow for his birthday. That's all they bought. That's all the people bought, and that's all I can give to Justin. And the worst part about this is that my family knows I'm a YouTuber. Everybody knows about YouTube, so they all think that I make just loads of money. Why do I always go straight to loads? Like, what does that even mean? So they all think that I just make a ton of money. So when I show up to the birthday with Tupperware and a tennis ball thrower, they're gonna think I'm the cheapest uncle to ever exist. Because the person I followed around the card section, they ended up buying a birthday card, which was good, but here's the card. So the front is oh my god, dude. How am I gonna give this to a 6-year-old and explain it to his parents? And it says, "On your birthday, remember, you're not old as long as you still got some sizzle in your shizzle. Have a great day." So we got all of Justin's gifts ready to go, and now the last thing we have to do is eat dinner. And a ton of my friends and family in real life, and a ton of you guys in the comments said that I should go to a restaurant and say, "Hey, give me only whatever the person beside me is ordering." So that is what we're gonna be doing for dinner. I'm sitting outside the Keg right now. It is a Saturday night, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get a seat in there, and I really actually hope that I can't, considering some of their items on their menu are $60, $50, $30, and like $30 is the lowest on their menu. So hopefully, you know, they just tell me to fuck off. Just please don't sit me next to like a guy who is over 300 pounds. That would be ideal. Thanks, the Keg.
So I walked into the Keg, they sat me down and gave me one of these buzzer thingies, and I also realized that I still had my still had the earring on. So I quickly ripped that off because if I was gonna be alone at a restaurant, the last thing I want is a little dangly fluff ball hanging off my ear. My buzzer went off and I was shown to my table in the corner of the restaurant. So I set up my camera and I proceeded to explain to my waitress that I cannot order anything. I explained to her that I wanted to get every single thing that the person across from me was getting, no matter what. She did question me and make sure this is something I wanted to do because the keg is very expensive and I might get something that I don't like, but I told her I am completely okay with that. Then realized that I wasn't going to be needing a menu because I wasn't going to be deciding anything, but then I thought I should just look through the menu to see some of the prices, and yeah, that's the scariest thing I've seen in the past couple weeks. I closed up the menu and prayed that the guy in front of me would not get one of the $60 dishes. About 10 minutes went by and I was presented with my first item, which was this drink right here and this free tray of bread. Oh, and did I mention that the drink was $13 when I got my final bill? So I took a little sip of it only to realize, wow, this tastes like poopy dog diaper poopy poo. It was not good. You could tell by looking at my face. I then wanted to mask the disgusting flavor in my mouth with some bread, and because I know I love bread no matter what, especially when it's warm and dipped in butter. So that was something I was excited for. I kept chomping down on the bread. I tackled my drink a little bit more because I knew, Derek, you have to finish it, Derek, okay? Yeah, take a sip of your water, but you have to finish everything. I then kind of started to get scared because at any moment I could be presented with another drink, an appetizer, or some like big tray of food that I was not prepared for, so I had to start finishing what was in front of me. I chomped on my bread, even tried to do this little technique here, which, yeah, you can imagine that it was awful. Terrible, worst idea ever. Yep, I'm surprised I didn't puke. The bread was finished and I knew I had to finish off that drink before my next plate arrived, so I just chugged and finished it as fast as I could. The waitress came and took my plates away, and for a second I was kind of excited because I thought maybe the guy across from me just came here to have a quick little drink and some free bread until I was presented with a glass of Coca-Cola, which means there had to be some sort of food coming because no one just orders a Coke if there's not a meal coming right after it. And then 5 minutes later, the waitress comes back and drops this plate in front of me, and it is the steak and lobster plate from the keg, which is $50. Keep in mind, I'm a vegetarian. I don't even like meat. I mean, it looked freaking delicious, but anything that looks delicious, you know it's gonna cost a lot. Now it was time to tackle this meal because I had to finish everything. I cut into the steak. I mean, I've never had lobster before, so I didn't really know how to eat it or what to do with it, because growing up, we did not have enough money to ever get lobster. My favorite thing by far was the mashed potatoes. You can never go wrong with mashed potatoes. Even the vegetables were good. I just don't like meat. So I ate and ate and ate. I managed to finish all of my food. I pushed the plate in front of me, and I have never been that full. I even took a picture and posted it on my Instagram story explaining how full I was, and I think I jinxed it because a couple minutes later, I get this. Dropped it was, yes, it was dessert time for the guy across from me because got a nice piece of cheesecake, and I knew if I ate that cheesecake, if I took one bite, I was going to vomit projectile vomit all over the keg. So I took it to go. So it is the end of the day. I have spent way too much money and my feet smell awful, which means Derek has completed a great video. I thought I would just come back here and eat the cheesecake. Why is the receipt in the cheesecake? But we have the cheesecake here, so I'm just going to do the outro, eat this cheesecake, because I have to eat every single thing from this cake. What? What do you mean? I'm not forgetting. There is 3/4 of a pizza and 2 cheese sauces awaiting for me to eat in order to finish this challenge. So,
So I'm going to jump off my balcony. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know you really enjoyed the first one, and I hope you really enjoyed this one. And if you want to see a part 3, I have an amazing idea for part 3. And if you guys want to see it, I will do it. Shout outs to everybody who has joined the D Squad recently, whether you're new or old. I appreciate every single one of you, because you guys are the reason I make these videos, and you guys are the reason that I can live my dream every single day. So thank you so much, and I love each and every one of you. I'm gonna finish off this pizza, I'm gonna finish off this cheesecake, because you guys know that here at the D Squad, at the D-pad, Derek, we take no L's. We're all about the W's, and we finish every single challenge. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all very, very soon. I'm gonna go and munch down on the rest of this food, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Always remember the motto of do good, die great, and I love every single one of you. Let's eat the rest and complete this challenge. Bye! Yeah, I would rather die than eat any of this, so I'm taking the L. All right, I lost. No, who cares?